Actually, I can't remember what I did last night. Please tell me that I didn't kill anyone. Please.
My head keeps spinning, I'm Katrina. There's blood on the floor like a thriller. And most of y'all bet this could be a movie set, but I just woke up, this couldn't get more realer. Once past the gate, the migraine, no turning back, I accept my fate. I'm in too deep, I guess it's too late. How can I be starving with too much on my plate? How did I get these red hands? Bad plans, it all goes south when I take the headbands. Madmans, I don't really know what happens, but there's a pile of corpse with a bunch of has-beens. Cannot recall it, demon take over, flames surround my body, I was born a supernova. The eyes turn black and the skin gets colder. Oh my god, what have I done?
Too deep, I'm in too deep. Too deep, I'm in too deep now. What have I done while I was asleep? Blame it on Séthique, the beat is too deep, I'm in too deep. Too deep, I'm in too deep now. What have I done while I was asleep? Blame it on Séthique, the beat keeps playing, kids for nightmares. Kids playing, you're missing the high snares. Bum ba ba ba, bum bum ba ba ba. Bum ba ba ba, bum bum ba ba ba. It's the army of darkness, are you prepared? Do you really wanna check what's under the bed? Cause I bring back bat wings from the back, and I bet motherfuckers gonna run from the set. Do not mistake me, there are no safe streets. You can feel the sunset when the coffin creaks. I hear screams too often, the option sleeps. Through my hands, let's see how much that pussy bleeds. Too deep, I'm in too deep. Taking over the country, I guess I'm into shit. You'd better don't look at me like I am the freak, bitch. This is no bad trip. Hide, too deep, I'm in too deep. Too deep, I'm in too deep now. What have I done while I was asleep? Blame it on Séthique, the beat is too deep, I'm in too deep. Too deep, I'm in too deep now. What have I done while I was asleep? Blame it on Séthique,
I mean,
the beat. What kind of sorcery is this? I'm feeling dizzy with this bloody footprint.
should I stay or should I follow? Should I pray or should I borrow some kind of inspiration from these hollow streets?
I
might as well join the ride towards the light, towards the fight inside my own head. Step by step I hold on to my pride, cause you don't wanna get lost inside the dreamland, right?
Bum ba ba ba, bum bum ba ba ba.
Like the never-ending story, I am trapped in my book.
Bum ba ba ba, bum bum ba ba ba.
It's all smoke and mirrors if you're trapped in your look.
Bum ba ba ba, bum bum ba ba ba.
Can you catch your own puke, dude?
Bum ba ba ba, bum bum ba ba ba.
And finally, the silence.
Too deep, I'm in too deep. Too deep, I'm in too deep now. What have I done while I was asleep? Blame it on Séthique, the beat is too deep, I'm in too deep. Too deep, I'm in too deep now. What have I done while I was asleep? Blame it on Séthique, the beat
Makes Mr. Hyde wake up. And you don't want to do that.
The potion to turn Hyde back into Dr. Jekyll no longer worked. It had lost its strength. Dr. Jekyll could no longer get rid of the evil Mr. Hyde. He had to kill this monster. But to kill Mr. Hyde, Dr. Jekyll also had to die.
I can live in this world no more. Oh.